Yeah, I'm Bruce Murdoch. I'm a local home builder here in Cranbrook, BC, and I've been here for about 30 years building homes, and my primary focus now in the last few years is on energy efficient homes. The BC Step Code is a process that will take us 5 steps from now until 2032, in which our homes have to be built to be what they call net zero ready, which is 80% better than the 2018 building code. I would say one of the greatest challenges we have is the learning curve. We have a lot of trades are having to experience new products, different ways of doing things, whether it's from the framing or from the HVAC. That's probably one of our biggest challenges. The other one is the learning curve on economics so that we can build these things affordably. This building is a 2-dwelling unit, 2 stories above for 1 unit, and then there's a basement unit as well. We focused on 3 particular areas. One is air tightness, the other is high thermal values of the envelope, and the third is the mechanical systems, heating and hot water. It's built with SIPs, which are structural insulated panels, very high thermal values, R40 in the basement, R30 on the other floors. Triple glazed windows, we built it very square because that's the most energy efficient way to build it. And then it's all electric, and so our mechanical systems are heat pumps and heat pump hot water, and it just basically draws the heat from the air in the mechanical room and puts it into the water and recycles it. And that's kept our energy usage down. And then on top of that, we've added the solar panels to bring us to net zero. To get this house to net zero ready, if we're not having any energy production, the cost of energy of this house would be just under half of what a code-built house would be. And then what we do with the solar panels, we make up the difference and produce that half that's required. Any solar power we generate, it goes back into the grid, and then we pull it back and at an equal value. And so it's coming back and forth, and it's giving us the electricity. The greater your thermal values, the lower your requirements for solar. But there is a trade-off and a point where it becomes uneconomical to increase thermal value. It's key that we use an energy advisor who is able to give us a heating and cooling load estimate based on a model for every single room. And that way the refrigeration technician who is going to specify the heating system can come up with exactly what we need. And then we can say, well, what happens if we change this? Or what if we change that? If we go from double glazed to triple glazed, what's that going to do? And so that's where they become very valuable, because that way we can do our costing the most economical way. The labor aspect of the structural insulated panel is probably about half of what it would be for standard wood construction. The other advantage, of course, is that your project moves more quickly and your cost of interest and so on during construction is lowered. So now is the time to get on, because we're going to see demand come up, as well as the requirement mandated dates for upping our energy efficiency. So it's the living experience that's really the biggest thing that's noticeable about this. You don't have any drafts anywhere like you will in an older home. You don't get the same radiance of cold or heat off the windows, so you're more comfortable near the windows. They're healthy because of the way that we're filtering air. They're quiet, but they're economical as well. You're not going to have any energy costs forever.